Welcome to the Ask Dr. Tommy O Show. The Ask Dr. Tommy O Show takes a holistic approach to our community's healthcare needs and concerns. Today's show's another important show. It's part 3. Part 3, cyberbullying, and the title is suicide. This is something that we need to address because of the increase and spike in teenage suicides. Well, I'd like to introduce Bishop Burkett to the Ask Dr. Tommy O Show. Bishop, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you once again for giving me the privilege
to
be on Dr. Tommy O's show. Right. And we've had just a fantastic year.
Yes.
And Christmas is just wonderful. With the New York Yankees, we fed a lot of people bags of food and whatnot. And for the new year, we was able to really look ahead to meet the needs of God's people. So we're excited about the future.
Right. Now, I don't remember, what was the number of bags that was distributed for the food drive?
Well, totally 6,000 bags of food were given out throughout the Bronx, thanks to the New York Yankee fans and the New York Yankee organization, and also White Rose, and they gave a trailer load of produce, and not produce, canned goods, dry goods, and it was just sensational. And from here, Church Alive, we must have given out over 500 bags, 500 families from Church Alive, 6,000 from the community. Right.
So let's go back a little bit further.
Yeah.
This summer, we made a difference in Haiti.
Yes.
What did we do?
Yeah, we were ahead of things. Thanks to you and some, in your program, we did a series on Haiti, and we were able to send a truckload of water to Haiti, and at the time when, and the water is all polluted in Haiti, but we were able to make a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
We also were able to step up again and provide some clothes and toys for tots for those children that are in the hospital for the cancer
and you know
ward.
what? Some of those clothing we sent to Ecuador. We had a missionary come from Ecuador, and he showed us that the children in Ecuador had no toys, no clothing, and you bought 4 bags of clothing. I want to thank you for the children of Ecuador, 4 bags of clothing and toys, and we just shipped them right out to Ecuador, thanks to Dr. Tommy O.
Right. Well, I was from my family.
Yes.
It's important that we've been blessed, and I've always say that we're blessed here at Church Life Community Church, and our families, because we're family, have been very blessed. And part of being a Christian is being able to spread the blessing. And here, we were fortunate that we have clothes that are good, in good shape, and some of the clothes were never even worn, and so we were able to donate. New. Brand new. Still had the tags on. There's a statistic that say that we only use or wear about 10% of the clothes in our closet. So if that's true, then basically you could donate the other 90%.
Yeah. I also if you could give me the liberty just to say a few things about the immigrants, and received the email, and the email was telling me how that immigrants should file their taxes, and to do that they could get a TIN number, and by filing your taxes, when the new immigration reform bill comes down, and there will be an immigration reform, you will be in line to get a green card, or at least work authorization, but you have to file taxes at least for 3 years. And so Church Alive has instituted a tax return service for immigrants, for everyone, but specifically for immigrants, so that you can file taxes and get a tax number and put yourself in a position. And not only that, God says in His Word that we should give Caesar what Caesar is due, and Caesar, that's the government of the United States. So we have a responsibility to file our taxes. Church Alive is available to do just that. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's another service, being proactive
Yeah.
and reaching out, being the first in the community to make a difference. So let's get right into the show. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. Okay.
So let's, again, the title is Cyberbullying, Part 3, Suicide. Before we get into the suicide, I'd like to redefine cyberbullying. So I just, before I get started, I just want to apologize. I have a little head cold I'm trying to get over, so I sound a little nasally here.
Everyone's going through the flu, and I'm glad you encouraged me as my doctor to take my flu shots, and I took the shots. So I'm in good shape. All right.
We all get sick, unfortunately. I got sick, and we're taping a show.
Doctors
so.
get sick too,
Yeah,
and pastors get sick. People don't
We're
believe
human.
that, but it does happen.
It does.
Right.
All right, let me redefine cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of cell phones, instant messaging, email, chat rooms, or social networking sites to harass, threaten, or intimidate someone. Cyberbullying is often done by children who have increasing early access to these technologies. Cyberbullying can include such acts as making threats, sending provocative insults or pictures of someone, racial or ethnic slurs, gay bashing, attempting to infect a victim's computer with a virus. We all know about that. That's why we have antiviral programs on our computers, because we have hackers that just send out these viruses, and they're detrimental and damage our computers.
Well, you know, one of the things that I noticed that with cyberbullying has gotten to the point where the government is now taking notice of it.
Right.
And, yeah, I just got a letter, an invitation rather, from the District Attorney of the Bronx, Robert Johnson, the Community Affairs Unit, and they're giving a free workshop, folk, and you may not be able to attend this one, but certainly contact the District Attorney's office, and this workshop is called Safeguarding Your Children While Using the Internet. Safeguarding Your Children While Using the Internet. And this is from the District Attorney of the Bronx, Robert Johnson. Contact his office, and folk, we'll give you a contact number, 718-838-7005. 718-838-7005. It's going to come up on the screen, so please have your paper and pencil ready to take down some of the numbers and information that this program is going to bring to you. Thanks to Dr. O'Brien.
Yeah. Well, it's important that this is starting to become a global, where we need to be proactive and step up and to give the education. We need the necessary tools to be able to make a difference in the community. I always say knowledge is power, so you need the knowledge. You need to understand what the definition is. You need to know what the signs and symptoms of being victimized of cyberbullying, and that's something that we do here. We give education, we reach out, we offer services, and especially here in the ministry, we have our services, and the doors are always open for
counseling.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
You know, we're going to take a pause right here because our ministry reaching out to the youth.
Yes.
And we're very fortunate to have our youth leader, our brother Odell Norales, and he's been working with the youth. He's been monitoring the youth gangs through community, and he's really done a magnificent job in getting young people to come to church. And I don't want to say to the pastors that are out there, you're going to have to be open now. You've got to reach out for your young people, because there's a lot of things going on in the internet, and they have to feel that they can trust you and can come in and talk to you about it. And so I think we have a word. Now I think our brother Norales has a quick word.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to pause and hear what Odell Norales, the youth leader from Church Alive Community Church.
Hi, my name is Odell Norales. I'm a member of Church Alive Community Church. I'm also the youth leader of Church Alive. I'm here to speak to you about cyberbullying, which is a big issue in our community. A lot of kids are being bullied on the internet and different sites, and also in person. Kids bully each other just to get a name for themselves, to try to fit into a gang, to just be affiliated with other teenagers that will really accept them. And in order to do so, they will have to bully someone just to become a part of that group or a part of that gang and different issues. Most kids go through this stuff because they don't have no foundation at home to help them. Their mother is a drug addict, the father never even did, he don't care about them. So therefore, they took the initiative upon themselves to join these gangs and other organizations that could harm them more than help them. But if you've been bullied and anyone you want someone to talk to, someone could relate to you, you could contact me And me and Pastor Dr. Timothy Burkett would love to speak to you, sit down with you, and invite you to Church Alive Community Church, which is located at 1201 Finley Avenue.
Odell, thank you very much. That was a really, really nice PSA. Very important to make a difference and reach out to the youth.
Yeah, it's wonderful that our youth leader could extend himself, and I want to also extend myself as a pastor in the church. This is a church that loves you as a youth and as a teenager, and you can feel confident in coming in and sharing with us if this is a problem that you're having.
Right. Well,
And Dr. O'Brien, you're a physician. Now, I know I'm a pastor, but you're the physician. How do you deal with this issue?
right. Well, how do I deal with cyberbullying or just bullying? Let's bullying, because I want to make a point that bullying is not a new phenomenon, and we'll go into that, and that will be your expertise.
Sure.
But how do I handle cyberbullying or bullying in general? Well, what I do is I take a proactive approach, and I enrich and teach my pediatric patients with their parent there, and I go through and educate them. I make sure they understand what their special places are, and I have them define it, point to it, and understand what's right and wrong and what's allowed and what's not allowed. I give them several examples of what to look for and how to walk away, be defensive or tactics, so they know how to deal with the situation. We call them tools. Like I said, I go over, so they understand their special places, so they're not touched inappropriately. Also, to make sure that they don't speak to strangers, that they're not allowed to talk to strangers at a park, on the street, and so forth. Especially, I give an example that they might have a stranger pull up in a car and say, "Had you seen my doggy?" And they'll try to wave them over. And even if they know your first name, and I say, "Do not speak with them," and I give them the tools so they know how to deal with it and how to reach out to their parent, their grandparent, or their teacher, or the principal, or here with the bishop. So this is how I handle it. With cyberbullying, my door is always open. We go through counseling, and if necessary, I will reach out for legal help, because I have friends who are lawyers. But we have close contacts with the Bronx DA and the offices with all the the outreaches and so forth, so we can make those phone calls and you set the parent and the child in the right direction. I also refer them for psychological counseling, because a lot of times it's not superficial, it's deep-seated, and this is something that can really be detrimental and potentially ruin their future. So I'm really proactive and aggressive in trying to stop it before it ruins the individual, because this is something that can really, like I said, ruin a career and ruin a life.